I just want to let certain people know that you don't want to be that person on Judgment Day, that when Jesus comes back, you are out here looking stupid because you spent all your time on earth not doing anything to uplift and elevate his glory, his kingdom. You need to actually start doing something and not just sitting around being useless. I am sick and tired of seeing so many Christians complain about how their lives are going to crap, how they are depressed, how they are filled with depression, how they are filled with anxiety, how they are filled with thoughts of unaliving themselves. These emotions do not come coincidentally. They don't come out of nowhere for no reason at all. Every single thing that happens is for a reason, and the reason you are feeling these emotions, which by the way you have a choice to overcome. These emotions are not just they aren't just continuously overpowering you. You can overpower these emotions, but the only reason you are feeling these emotions is because you are choosing to not have a purpose in life. Having a purpose overrides all of these demeaning emotions, these dehumanizing emotions that demons feed off of, and that demons find pleasure and ecstasy in placing over you. These emotions hold no weight, no water, no power, but you are giving these emotions that power because you are choosing to be consumed by sloth, laziness. You are choosing to be consumed by delusions of your mind. Stop pursuing things that don't matter. You also have unrealistic expectations set for yourself. You need to be realistic. If you are just if you are expecting to find a partner, and that partner you expect God to just somehow magically place that partner into your lap, this is again being unrealistic. It's being unrealistic, and it's being foolish and delusional. And God hates these emotions that a lot of us, out of delusions of grandeur, we allow these emotions to dictate how we go about our lives. And God wants you today to change that about yourself. In this situation, you have the power to overcome these emotions with, of course, the authority of Jesus Christ. But you aren't aware of that authority. You are being too weak and passive. And if you continue this way, over time, these emotions, you will act on these emotions. E.g., the thoughts of unaliving, the depression, the suicide. You'll backslide in your lust. Maybe you might relapse after months of staying clear of what your previous sins were. Now, I've got a verse for you. In Matthew chapter 25, verse 26 to 27, it says, "But his Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received back my own with interest." This is God in the Bible, basically, obviously Jesus, basically explaining to a parable to his disciples, in a scenario where he eventually he's expecting his servant to be diligent whilst he's away as the master, and he's expecting his servant to fulfill to fulfill all that he needs to fulfill on this earth, his purpose, if you will. And this particular servant in this parable was completely and utterly, he was disingenuous in the way he was going about his supposed purpose. He was sitting back and allowing his purpose to just fade away.